Good morning, students. Here I'm going to start another new chapter, that is respiration in plants. As we all know, that all living organisms, even plants, require energy for carrying out body activities. In this chapter, we will mainly read how energy is made available by the breakdown of glucose through respiration, and the interesting experiments to demonstrate respiration in plants. Now, the question is, what is respiration? Respiration involves the breakdown of complex compounds of food using oxygen to release energy inside the cells. Here is the overall reaction of respiration, in which the organic compound, like a simple carbohydrate, that is glucose, C6H12O6, in presence of oxygen, break down to form carbon dioxide, water, and give 38 ATP, that is energy. Respiration is important for plants for building up protein from amino acids, making starch from glucose, absorbing mineral from soil, or the laying down of the cell walls by the plant cell. So these are such activities that require energy. See, there are three important characteristics of respiration. First one is breakdown of glucose, that is C6H12O6 break down to form CO2 and water. But the breakdown of glucose does not occur in single step, but there is a series of steps. So these steps occur in two major phases. Number one is glycolysis, which cause breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. So in glycolysis, the glucose break down to form pyruvate, and it is a 10-step process, and it occur in the cytoplasm of the cell. So if it is nucleus, this portion is the cytoplasm of the cell. So glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. Next phase is Krebs cycle, in which that pyruvate which formed in glycolysis process converted into CO2, water, and ATP. So in Krebs cycle, that pyruvate converted into CO2, water, and ATP. So what we learned, that glucose converted into pyruvate through glycolysis. Glycolysis itself means breakdown of glucose, which occur in a series of steps. So 10 steps mainly, and occur in cytoplasm of the cell. Whereas pyruvate converted into carbon dioxide, water, and ATP through Krebs cycle in mitochondria of the cell. Next is, there are particular enzyme which break down the molecule in each step, and the energy liberated in the breakdown of glucose molecule is not only in the form of heat but also converted into chemical energy in the form of ATP. So what is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. When energy in the form of ATP is used, the ATP is converted to ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate. And when again more energy is available by further breakdown of glucose, then again this ATP reconverted to form ATP, and this cycle goes on and on. ATP is also known as energy currency of the cell, because all activities inside a cell need energy, which is available in the form of ATP as the immediate source. So this ATP, this chemical compound ATP, is described as the energy currency of the cell. Next is metabolism. So it is a life-sustaining chemical reaction within the cell of living organism. So living organisms show two types of metabolic activities: catabolic process and anabolic process. Catabolic means destructive, means breaking down process in which energy is released. Whereas anabolic means constructive, that is, that uses energy to construct. So it is also called biosynthetic process. So in anabolism, energy is used, but in catabolism, energy is released. So respiration is what then? Anabolic or catabolic? Respiration is a breakdown process by which a living cell oxidizes organic substance, that is glucose, right? They just break down the glucose and release what? Carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of ATP.